This brother in Turkey, I think that he's a part of NATO, and he should have looked at how NATO has dealt with this unrest. Um, a combination of things. I mean, Obama here had this sit-in, which is Occupy, which is the same like sitting into the park. I mean, he tried to find out exactly what their grievances were. He learned that they had problems with the student loans, and like everybody else, they're having other problems. And he did what he could have. And as long as you take care of what the major problems are, and you're working on the other things, you could then tell him go home. And I think that this is his end. I don't know if they're gonna start shooting the army, gonna defect and they can go down like Syria or whatever. But I know NATO might want to take the missiles out and whatever else they have over there. I don't see NATO intervening to help out because it's not an attack by anybody else. It's straight up it's a civil war. It's a spring revolution. It's the beginning of chaos. But if he had taken a lesson from Obama, I think he would have been better off. He looked pragmatic. He looked not no dictator, no kind of headstrong person. So it's good to look around and see. I felt different to how President Obama did it, but that was the right thing to do, and he did it. And this is what folks have to do. If I were to face a situation like that, that's the way to do it. Talk to the people, find out what the problem is, and see if you could solve it, as opposed to coming with old-fashioned things like, oh, in the past, this and that, and whatever. No, the people don't want to build over there. They're just waiting for a reason to erupt and to cascade violence and a civil war and a spring revolution. So I think that he needs to look around in NATO and see who has the best strategy and use it. Even at this time, he probably could make a difference, except that the forces that are there that are using any tip of the iceberg or using anything by whatever means to get the chaos, they've already gone with so many different needs. It's hard to meet it. And I recall when they were working in Syria, the fellows were saying that there's absolutely no excuse. They just want Assad to go. And, don't mind what you say, they want Assad to go. So I don't know if they've reached that. Well, of course, I mean, people who are really, really behind the Spring Revolution, the Antichrist and the New World Order guys who are trying to create chaos in the Middle East, they've already made this thing so complex already that there's so many different things that it's out of his hand. And they're done, because nobody now going to be able to come to power there and be able to take care of all these divergent needs. Previously, people relied on the government or the opposition, and each tried to sort of ventricalize what they perceive or what they know to be the needs and demands of their constituents. But man, this thing is going out of control. And I think that whoever is coming up, time's coming up, better make the right moves. Try to walk on hot coals. Don't jump into the fire, man. It's like it's hard. Don't go into the hot coals. Don't walk on it. Walk on the side. Ask them to come out to that, because you're not going to fall them up in that fire.